So I just need to make this real quick. I got some other videos and stuff to upload, but I've been really busy this weekend and it's going to be a busy week. But I'm going to try to get some out, but here's the new area. You're going to see some stuff there. Well, I've had that for many, many years, but you're going to see some stuff a little brighter, a little better. But I couldn't let this slide. I was actually going to wait, so I'm just doing this really quick and I get back to what I'm doing. I'm doing some reorganizations and stuff because I'm making this my recording area. So after Marvel, and please Marvel, know I got love for you. Favorite superhero is the Hulk. And Immortal Hulk is awesome. I need you to get your stuff together. When you got the guy who, I still can't remember his name, writing Woke Warriors, and then I come to find out he wrote Santa Claus's husband, and he made Santa Claus black with a white husband. Why does Santa Claus need to be gay and have a husband when Santa Claus's main thing for most children is just him sending presents and stuff? Why do we keep doing this? Why do we keep swapping and changing genders and changing sexual preferences, especially on things that don't need it? Stop doing that. Make new stories. Make new characters. But then again, if you don't have the risk or the talent, and that doesn't, I'm not saying you don't, I don't know, but sorry, Woke Warriors and X-Men 90s, I mean, Children of the Atom. Says a lot. And that's why people don't like it. Because you need to come up with new ideas that actually are well thought out and not with your agenda first, message, story second. If you want to do it, okay. I don't have a problem with a gay character. I don't have a problem with characters that want to change, but you have to make it organic. And I did not know this. Calling a character Trailblazer who is Native American, all of you writers who jumped on all the fans, you're an istophobe thing, you don't get to say that now. I have a little bit of Native American in my family, and I actually do know someone's Native American. That's just downright insulting. Trailblazer, no. Bad Marvel. You need to fix that. You do some stuff good, but you need to kind of set your stuff straight and stop with this when you're actually having people who are in the community you're trying to relate to do it. But the reason why this is coming up is because I couldn't let it go. So DC, did you just literally say hold my beer, Marvel? So what we have here is a failure apparently to communicate. So seeing Gotham High, when I heard about it, I thought they were talking about the TV show that they tried to go off the ground like once or twice that was pointless. Okay, this is what I mean by we have a failure to communicate. Marvel, you have characters that have diversity. You have characters already. You don't need to make Captain Falcon Captain America. You need to leave him as Falcon. He's fine as Falcon. Stop switching the things. Well, it's just a mantle. No, you're trying to race swap and push it so you can do it. Don't do that. Just write the stories with those characters and keep them as such. Make new characters if you have to. Okay? Because what you did with X-Men, I'm sorry, because I'm trying so hard not to come at you guys with this kind of stuff. But that stuff I've seen a kid do. My niece recently made a character because she's just gotten into the 90s X-Men. And it was cute. She's cute. But the character that she made was totally a thing between Storm and Rogue. Like, had the hair. It was Storm and Rogue. But anyway. But she did actually end up adding her own flavor, and she kind of kept playing with it, and it actually came out really cool. So, even for her, she took it from here to there. It's like you took it from their concept, like these characters, and you stopped. So, don't do that. try to get the stories, try to do the stuff. The orientation to a character and all these things should not be there. Now back to Gotham High. You need to focus. Story, not message. The message should come while after you're done with the story to weave it in. But anyway, like I said, focus. Focus. So, I finally see this trailer. And what? I know you're trying to do these YA things, but the reason, you got to understand why people keep buying manga. Notice manga's not having a problem with sales. They're better priced. And the funny thing is, I'm not saying you have to make the mangas to $2 or stuff like that. Your comic books being $4 should not be $4. You need to fix that immediately. Everyone seemed to be happy with the $2.99. Go back to it. Because your comics aren't worth it. Unless you're giving me more pages, I'm not doing that as much now. Sometimes I get the volumes, and if it's a book I really, really like, yeah, but sorry, you guys are just pumping out message after message, and you're not trying to focus on the stories. Like I said, that doesn't mean I'm perfect or anything. That's just something that I picked up on. It's a critique on what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing from other people, even people who aren't in Comicsgate and all that stuff, because you guys keep trying to throw politics and everything, which you need to stop doing that. That's stupid. But I digress. So you have the writer, from what I've seen from the description, Bruce Wayne was at a boarding school, came back. Now the writer is Asian. I don't remember her name. But they turned Bruce Wayne Chinese. Or Asian. I think he's Chinese. Yeah, I think they turned him Chinese. Then you make it where he comes back and he's the top cat because it was, what did she say it was? Gossip Girl meets... Wow. I can't remember. But it was like Gossip Girl meets Batman meets, Crazy Rich Asians. And what? Why? That's weird. That's silly. But, okay. So then, you have it where Jack Napier is the guy with no money, but he's the handsome bad boy and someone's missing. And you have Selena Kyle, who's in a love triangle between the three. But from how it seems like you're having them kind of be simps that are just constantly following her around. Which is odd. And Bruce is trying to investigate this, and it's before they came back. And even how the commercial goes, it's like, oh my god, yes, it's the Gotham High. Look at who the rich and wealthy are worshipped. Yes, and Selena Kyle is the best, and no one's higher than Bruce Wayne. And blah blah blah. Fashion. No. First off, this is something specifically for you, DC. When you wanted to make the Lois Lane show without Superman. When you want to do these things. People want to see superheroes do superhero things. That hard? Now, there's that book I'm very interested in where Harley Quinn, and I think it's called like Quinn, and it's her going after the Joker, who's a killer, or something like that. That sounds interesting. But that's because they're street level people. It's still something in the crime area. It's still something super heroic. It still has all those features. But you guys seem to not want to do that. You keep trying to make these YA novels, and some of them are cool. I did get the Super Sons one, and I'm not saying you can't change up a character or adjust a character. I'm not saying that. Because Damian was a little bit different. I've not finished reading the book. I kind of just thumbed through it because I have a lot of books to catch up. And I'll eventually review it. I'm going to start reviewing comics and doing a couple other things. But anyway. So then I see the author. She goes, well, I turned him Asian because I'm Asian and my experience is Asian. And my mom had noticed in the area that she lives, a lot of Asians are starting to move into the area that are very wealthy. So then it hit me. So your whole race swap thing, your whole thing is actually because you can't think of the story outside of yourself. Now, some people might go, well, what are you talking about, CSB? Okay, she's writing the story, but everything, and yes, as a person who writes and people that write stories, you do kind of put a little bit of yourself in there. Sometimes you'll put the idea of what you're trying to accomplish into the character or anything. So yeah, like I get that. But the way she was talking, it's like if they gave me something that said, write your own original Superman story. So the first thing I do is make him black. I make him get teased for certain things, the way he talks and stuff like that, and all these different weird things. That would be me. Well, if that's the case, then why don't I just write the story about myself? Now, or maybe make up a character. But everything it sounds like she's taking the experiences, which is fine, but it sounds like she's taking these experiences she personally dealt with and is making it, and then just said, hey, I'll just put a mystery around it, where people are missing. It didn't sound creative as much as it sounded like I wanted to do this and I can't think of an idea around it. So instead, I'm going to take all these personal experiences and I'm going to throw it into the book. And I'm going to put it around Batman. Now, I thought it would have been, and this is one of those funny times, it would have been more interesting if they used Orphan, especially since Orphan is not really known for having relationships like where she wants to be with a girl or boy, in a relationship. Her mom was Lady Shiva, and I was like, well, you could have did a thing where you could have had Lady Shiva be like a rich Asian person and had it where she was doing it, and then had Cassandra Cain doing it and doing the crime things, and see Cassandra Cain, because of how limited she is. I love her. She's like my favorite Batgirl ever, because she's so cool as a ninja and stuff. But this would have been very different for her, because now it would show her investigation, how she has a big heart and she cares about a lot of things, and she says like, I care, like, be good, like stuff like that. And you could have expanded on that. You could have put it in there where you would have had it, but instead you have them simping for like Jack and them are both stuck on her, which it feels like you're kind of making her Harley and Catwoman, and she's dating Joker, and it's just weird. But apparently Batman and Jack, or Bruce and Jack, are both like all about her because she's the power thing. Okay, I guess. But I think it would have been better if you would have used Cassandra Cain. You would have had it where you could have built a story around her, because there's not actually, we know the very thing. She was trained before she could speak language. She knew how to fight, which is why she's such a great fighter. Personally, I think she is actually a better fighter than Batman, and he's kind of said how good she is. But she kind of holds, when she doesn't hold back. She's a beast, and I love her. And her mom Shiva, who's like one of the baddest fighters ever. So yeah, I think it would have been more interesting to see something with that, and then revolve it around maybe a couple characters that we don't normally see, and kind of build it up. That way, we don't have an expectation on Batman and stuff. Because a lot of times when you mention you're going to do a Batman or a Joker or a Jack Napier or something, people start putting their heavy expectations because of the things that came before, and it's sometimes harder to receive, especially because this kind of sounds boring. Like, you're going to have Batman, who's a troublemaker, all of a sudden, I'm going to investigate the invisible and missing people. Why? If he's a troublemaker, his parents, and he's going from the city, why? Why does he care? Like, it's weird. And maybe they'll explain it in a book, but that's how it came off. And it just felt weird. Like, it felt like the show they were trying to do that nobody wanted, so they canceled it. Where it's like, oh, Gotham High, the richest people, and right now people aren't the happiest. I don't have a problem with them, but people aren't the happiest for following the rich people doing all this stuff. And maybe the story might come out and it might be banging, but the thing was kind of weird, and had the Twitter and the Instagram and all that, and it was just kind of odd. Just everything felt odd and out of place. It felt more like the author's voice, being that if I was Bruce Wayne, this is how I would be, kind of thing, versus, hey, this is a cool idea. I'm throwing a couple little personal experiences in there, but this is the cool idea that I have for it. It felt more like she was literally writing herself as, from what it sounds like and what I've read, it seems like she's writing herself as the character. So I'm not feeling it. Like I said, I may give it a peek, but DC, the best thing I say you can do is just keep doing the more awesome stories, trying to do it. And Marvel and DC, just as a suggestion, because the video is already longer than I wanted to make it, look at and start listening to why, because you want to get these other groups and stuff, and kids, and especially you're going after kids because you're trying to get the new market, which is smart. See why they like manga so much. See what they're watching and need, and then take notes and look at it. Because I'll tell you this right now, My Hero Academia is one of the coolest things ever, because I feel like it's heroes being heroes. They're not trying to send me a message or tell me I'm garbage because I'm a straight man and call me cis, which no, that word's fake, so no. But like all this stuff and oh, you're istophobe and you're this because you don't like that. No, they're just trying to tell an awesome story. You know, that's controversy too, but they're trying to tell a cool story. And they're trying to tell a story that makes you feel heart and makes you like love it and care for the heroes. And there's a reason why this stuff is getting very popular. I'm seeing kids watch One Piece and I'm like, you know what One Piece is? Oh, okay. They're not even just watching the new stuff. They know the old stuff. And it's like, because that's more appealing to them. Because for them, they're saying the superhero kind of gets annoying and a little boring. Because, and they said, it feels like they're just trying to teach me something. I actually had a kid say that to me. They're like, yeah, it just feels like they're trying to teach me something. I just want to have fun. So think about it. But I'm not really feeling this Gotham City High. It sounds like you guys took the TV show that you were trying to do, and honestly, I feel like you just threw her on it and it kind of did it. And the TV show just sounds like a bad idea. This doesn't sound like a great idea. Your YA novels, I think you could do better. So CSB853 signing off. I'm very busy, and I'm going to try to drop quite a few videos this week, but I don't know. I'm a little busy, but I'm basically handling and doing some restructuring in my place, and that's why I got this new setting. So I had to kind of move things, and it's taking a little longer because of other stuff. But I'm gonna try to. I got a lot of things I want to talk about, and some videos are on deck. So we'll see. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm gonna try to shoot a few in the new set here. Eventually, I'm trying to think of how to do an opening like video, but we'll see. All right, see ya.